What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy, Mr. Duga, coming at y'all with another video, man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, yo. And tonight I'm gonna talk about the big news that took place today. You have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving both signing with the Brooklyn Nets, along with DeAndre Jordan and Garrett Temple. And you also have Klay Thompson signing a max deal to stay with the Golden State Warriors. First off on Kevin Durant, man. This is very interesting of a move. One of the most interesting moves that I've probably ever seen. Um, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't. Now, shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to BX. Like, man, good job, Brooklyn, man. To get not only get a great all-time talent in Kevin Durant and a superstar talent in Kyrie Irving, a very good big man in DeAndre Jordan, and a very good perimeter defender in Garrett Temple, to go along with a guy like Karis LeVert who could put the ball in the basket and Spencer Dinwiddie who could put the ball in the basket. You know, that's like next year they're definitely a playoff team. But when Durant returns the year after next, man, they're a championship contender. So shout out to Brooklyn for that. And New York, I mean, bruh, for the Knicks, yo, they didn't offer Kevin Durant the max because I mean, you know, why would you offer him the max when you got LeBron James over? Well, I mean, Kawhi Leonard, I mean, Carmelo? Wait, so they don't have nobody over there. I guess RJ Barrett. So you don't offer Kevin Durant the max. I'm sorry, but that's just stupid. I get it. Oh, we concerned about his Achilles injury. Yeah, but you don't have nobody over there. Like, you don't have nobody over there. You've been tanking for your fan base for like the last 10 years, and you always strike out on a big time free agent. And apparently they had a real chance to get Durant if they just offered him the max, and they decided not to do it. So, I mean, like for Knicks fans, I'm sorry, but hey, that's your owner. You feel me? But back to Durant, man. I mean, I just felt like he was in a perfect situation in Golden State, man. I feel when you look at the fact that you left Oklahoma City and joined over there, which led to a whole bunch of backlash. But I was one of the few people who was like, I understand him doing it because, I mean, for one, he's never won. For two, maybe he doesn't like playing with Westbrook because Durant is a very efficient player and Russell Westbrook is not very efficient at all. So he want to play with an efficient guy like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and all those guys. You go over there, you win two championships. Not only do you win two championships, you the Finals MVP in both finals. You know, before you got hurt this year, they was pretty much on the way of winning a third straight one. And you leave that to go to Brooklyn to be like one of the teams to get it done instead of being the team. I mean, granted, Brooklyn is a nice roster, but I don't think even when he come back, they just prohibited favorites, especially if say Kawhi does go to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? And Milwaukee pretty much brought all their team back. They re-signed Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez. The 76ers, you know, even though they lost Jimmy Butler, and JJ Redick, they got Tobias Harris, Al Horford, and some solid young players, Embiid, Simmons, and all those guys. I mean, or even if Kawhi stays in Toronto, I mean, Toronto is still a very good team. So, I mean, I don't get it. Like, I guess it's business wise. I guess, he wanted to do something business wise in Brooklyn. Or I guess maybe, I don't know, man. I hope for his sake, it's not because people discredit him winning championships over there. Like, if that's the reason you went to Brooklyn, bro, like, you got to stop being so insecure, man, and caring so much what people think. Now, maybe it's more, maybe he had a problem with Golden State medical staff. Maybe him and Draymond, after the little incident they had earlier this year, maybe him and Draymond don't really get along and he wanted to get away from Draymond. Who knows? But if it's because, hey, y'all keep saying my championships are tainted, I'm gonna go show you. Like, you can't base your life off of what people say, man. You know what I'm saying? Granted, you can't base it off of what I'm saying right now, but this is just my opinion. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it, man. I mean, you leave a that situation just seemed perfect, man. Like, if I was him, I would have ride it out until we can't win no more. You know what I'm saying? I'd have come back year after next. You know, him, Klay, Klay locked up, him, Steph, Klay, and go back at it. You know what I'm saying? Go back at it and win, try to win these championships. I don't get it, man. But I mean, that's what he felt like he had to do. Now, granted, Brooklyn is a good team. It's a great situation. With him and Kyrie, obviously, that's a really, really solid and great 1-2 punch. Like I said, I like them getting Garrett Temple and DeAndre Jordan. I like Dinwiddie and LeVert over there. I think it's a contending team, but you went from a pretty much almost as surefire, almost as obvious of a situation to really having to fight for it, which I don't know, man. For his sake, if he go over there and don't win a championship, then obviously that was a terrible move. I mean, it just was a bad move because, like, I know when LeBron left Cleveland and then Miami and Cleveland again, those teams got bad. Like, those teams were bad. Like, it was no more Kyrie over there. Like, it wasn't, the team just wasn't really good. And you leaving a great team. Like, you leaving Steph and Klay, the most efficient backcourt probably in the history of the NBA. But I mean, you just never know what these guys are thinking nowadays, man. And like I said, maybe more in a few days gonna come out that he didn't like the medical staff, or he just felt like he gotta prove people wrong and all this other nonsense, or him and Draymond ain't see. I don't know what it is. But me personally, you don't leave the Golden State Warriors to go to the Brooklyn Nets because of what people are saying about you. Like, you don't live your, not just NBA, just people in general. You don't live your life off of trying to satisfy people. People gonna have something to say anyway. You go out there, you get your championships, you get your accolades. You know what I'm saying? You win, you do all those things, bro. Now, granted, like I said, it's a solid situation in Brooklyn, but it ain't guaranteed he gonna win. You know what I'm saying? It ain't guaranteed he gonna win over there. It's still some really good teams. Now, what I will say is, and I know a lot of people feel this way and are happy, it makes the NBA a little more interesting next season. Even if he returned to Golden State, the fact that he ain't gonna be, him and Klay most likely ain't gonna play next year. It makes the NBA more interesting unless Kawhi signs with the Lakers. Now, if Kawhi signs with the Lakers, I mean, cancel Christmas. But if Kawhi stays in Toronto or goes to the Clippers, I mean, it's wide open next year, man. And that's what it's going to be an interesting year. Next year, it'll be completely wide open, yo. But me, honestly, man, I'm surprised Durant left Golden State, man. I'm very surprised, especially, like, you went over there, got your championships, got all that. I mean, I don't know. You got business ventures out there. I don't know. I don't know what it is, yo. Honestly, hopefully one day he'll actually explain it. Maybe, I don't know, bro. Like, but shout out to him and Kyrie too, man. I mean, for Kyrie, I understand it. The Celtics situation got a little ugly, towards the end. There's a lot of stuff said about him. A lot of things came out. So it wasn't a great situation for Kyrie in Boston. And I mean, shout out to Kyrie, because I mean, not only you get to go to Brooklyn, somewhere you obviously wanted to be, you get to team up with Kevin Durant. So Kyrie is back to the role that he was in when he was playing with LeBron. You could just go out there and put the ball in the basket. You ain't got to worry about leading this team and doing all this other stuff. You could just go out there and put the basketball in the basket. That's what Kyrie does best. You go out there, handle the ball, cross people up, and put the ball in the basket, man. But for Brooklyn's sake, man, that's big time for Brooklyn. If I was a Brooklyn fan right now, I'd be ecstatic. Because, I mean, you're a contender now. And this is much better from the days when they traded away basically 25 years worth of first round draft picks to get a washed up Kevin Durant, Paul Pierce, Jason Terry, and I forgot who else they got to go along with Darren Williams, who had lost his talents to the Monstars, and Brook Lopez before he became Splash Mountain. You know what I'm saying? So it's a long way away from those days, man. So shout out for Brooklyn, man. They did some suffering, yo. And for the New York Knicks, man, it's a bad day for Knicks fans, man. It's just a bad look, man. I mean, you've been tanking for about 10, 15 years trying to tell these people like, oh, we gonna get first, you gonna get LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Then you gonna get this player. Then you gonna get this player. Then you gonna get Kevin Durant. And y'all don't get nobody. And you had a chance to get the man, but you don't offer him the max because you worried about his Achilles. Granted, it's a chance he may not come back to be the Kevin Durant he was before. But man, you ain't had nobody. Like, you gotta go get him. You know, like that didn't make no sense for them, bruh. But shout out to Durant. Even though I don't agree with his decision, I felt like he being a little insecure and a little sensitive. But I mean, hey, that's his decision, it's his life. So shout out to him for making a decision that makes him happy. Shout out to the Brooklyn Nets for having a contending team. And shout out to the Warriors for at least keeping Klay. In a couple of years, they're going to be they're not going to obviously be what they was before, but they're going to be a decent team and at least still fun to watch Steph and Klay shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go on, give me a subscribe. I'm going to have NBA content, man, throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Let's go Heat.